the units that come up against each other on this 25-story complex here. We are still trying to ascertain about injuries, get that information to you. You can still see some very active flames, but you see water spurt out from time to time, and you see firefighters on that 7th floor. Again, these firefighters are highly trained individuals, some of the best trained firefighters in our country, and they train for these types of situations, these high-rise fires as well, Tony and Araxia. They definitely have to meet a code. You're right, Araxia. There's strict building codes that residential complexes like this have to abide by in terms of evacuation routes, in terms of fire extinguishers. And this is a good time to remember, to remind everybody, whether you're in a small single-story bungalow or a multi-story large residential complex like this, always remember the 3 W's. The warning, the way out, and the weapon. If we go back to the top of the roof, please, the weapon being a fire extinguisher, the way out, a plan for your family, or a plan to get out of a building like this if there is such a fire. And of course, a warning. Always have those smoke detectors fully juiced up with fresh batteries. And we are looking at the rooftop here of this fire helicopter. It's unclear if they're going to actually hoist anybody up at this time. We've just seen a couple of residents and firefighters and paramedics milling around on the rooftop. They're well away from the danger zone at this point, being that the fire on top of this 25-story building is on just the 6th floor. You can see people in blankets there. It's a very cool and windy day on the west side here. These winds have been howling in this area through Brentwood, right at the base of the Sepulveda Pass. Again, if you're just tuning in, a major structure fire, a major multi-alarm fire emergency here that the Los Angeles Fire Department has responded to. And just when it looked like there was more in the way of white smoke, we'll push back into the unit here, and you can see thick black smoke still emanating. And there you go. That's where that smoke is blowing horizontally nearly, being buffeted by those winds coming out of the north. This is the east side of the building that would face the 405 and Westwood. The narrow sides to the left, that's the south-facing side. To the right would be the north-facing side, and obviously the opposite side of the structure would be the west-facing units. There's still a lot of active flames. It looks like at least 2 units that were fully involved. I believe that those are 2 units, and again, that balcony is shared by both of those units. Firefighters up on the balcony of the 7th floor unit there, and they are trying to contain this fire the best they can, making sure that everybody is out of harm's way, treating anybody that may have been injured, smoke inhalation. Those reports too that there may have been some people who actually jumped to free themselves from this building. We are not seeing anybody on the ground from our vantage point being treated, but that does not mean there were not any injuries. We're still trying to get information from the Los Angeles Fire Department, the lead agency. This is part of the city of Los Angeles on Wilshire Boulevard, just to the west of the 405 freeway, and it's shut down. I want to widen out just a little bit, and I want to show you how this is impacting traffic as well. Wilshire Boulevard is blocked. There it is. Okay, we'll look for that right now as well. And there is a line there. The windows of the sliding doors of the helicopter were open, and that may actually be the case. A very unique situation. I have not seen that in my time up here in Skyfox. The helicopter's actually coming in to rescue people off the top of the rooftop. We'll go back to the roof here. Okay. And we'll push back in, and we can see some of those are residents there. They're wrapped up in blankets on this cold and windy morning here in Southern California. Firefighters, paramedics, you see the individuals with the white helmets and the blue suits. Those are paramedics there, and you can see firefighter residents looking down below here from the top of this 25-story building. And you can see down below they actually set up one of those jump bags, those inflatable bags, those large bags, the yellow and white bag there that people could jump onto if need be. And we typically see those with freeway incidents, where unfortunately people have positioned themselves on overpasses and freeways and are contemplating jumping off, so that they deploy those and try to keep those people safe. And that's what they're using those bags for now. They use them for high-rise fires just like this. And you can see still a lot of active flames in one of the units on the 6th floor. 2 badly damaged units here, freeing people, getting people out of harm's way. Number 1 priority by firefighters. Number 2 will be to contain the fire the best they can, just like they would contain a brush fire. Contain it to those multiple units that may be involved. Contain it to the 1 floor. Surround it. Put water on it. Get everybody's out of harm's way, and then try to save as much of those people's property as possible. Tony or Oxio. And we're watching firefighters up on the balcony of the 7th floor. We'll push in there, and you can see there's 3 firefighters that we see on that balcony looking down below. But on occasion, we'll see water lines spread that burst out of that unit onto the balcony there. So there's an active firefight here still in this 25-floor structure on the west side. The address 11740 West Wilshire Boulevard, and Wilshire Boulevard is completely shut down here, both sides on the west side here, west of the 405. This is the east side of this residential complex here, meaning it faces towards the east, towards the campus of UCLA, towards Westwood and Wilshire Boulevard down below. A lot of thick black smoke there still. This is a very stubborn fire here in West LA, and a major emergency. You can see we'll pan the camera slightly to the right, and we'll show you all the apparatus that has turned out from the Los Angeles Fire Department. Multiple ambulances just in case there. We'll go back to the rooftop and see what's going on. It looks like the helicopter is hovering overhead again. There it is, and we'll see if there's going to be perhaps another hoist to free these residents out of there. And if they are doing that, you confirm that at least 1 person was hoisted up, Tony and Araxia. That means there is a lot of smoke on multiple levels there, and firefighters and paramedics just do not think it's safe for these residents, even if those firefighters are with them, to make their way down the stairwell. And it does look like they may be getting ready to hoist up another resident here. Those are the paramedics, the fire paramedics there that are looking down below in the orange and blue suits. Yes, and that's not a surprise. And smoke inhalation is a dangerous thing, and it does not take long for your lungs to be damaged once you do start inhaling that smoke in an attempt to get out. Again, please remind everybody in your family, your friends, as I remind you, those 3 W's, the warning, the weapon, and the way out. The warning, the smoke detector, the weapon, have a fire extinguisher. Make sure you know how to use it, your family members do, and a way out, a plan, whether you're in a small single-story unit or a multi-story unit like this. There's Fire Helicopter 4 based at Van Nuys Airport. You can see there one of the fire paramedics looking down below on the rooftop, and this may mean that they are getting ready to hoist another individual out. And that's not easy to hover that type of helicopter above the rooftop of a building, especially when conditions are like this. Very windy on the west side here. The UCLA campus weather station has been clocking wind gusts in excess of 30 miles an hour. Last hour, north at 18 miles an hour. We'll go back down to the rooftop here, and we'll see just what's happening if they are getting ready to lift another individual up. And as we push in, it looks like that is the case. They are getting ready. You can see the 1 paramedic, and with windy conditions, that is even more difficult there. As you can see, the paramedic coming down from the hoist there, and it appears that they may be getting ready to hook some residents up and lift them to safety. A number of residents looking down below here. We'll keep an eye on this and we will go back down to the fire as well here and see how the battle is going on the 6th floor of this 25-story residential structure here in West Los Angeles. A major fire emergency. You see all the ambulances off to the right there. You see the thick black smoke blowing nearly horizontally out of those at least two units on the 6th floor here. We'll continue to watch this from up here in Skyfox. I'm certified broadcast meteorologist Rick Dicker. Tony Araxia, back to you. Yep. Thank you. You're on the wrong. There's smoke coming out of that. Look, there's smoke coming out of the top there. That's a good point. Hey, guys. Yeah. Hey, no, I want to make a point about the smoke coming. Come here. They're talking to Reed on the phone. I want us to look at the smoke. That's why they're so concerned. There's smoke coming out of the top of the 20. Stay on that. No, I want to show you something. This really tells the story. And as we watch another hoist here, a firefighter just came out of that stairwell at the top, and as soon as that firefighter opened up the roof, that's on the top of the 25th floor, a big plume of smoke came out. That is an indication that there is a lot of smoke in that building that is not just contained to a couple of floors there. There are many units, many floors where there is significant smoke as we watch, and that is... Okay, you guys keep going back and forth. So, I mean, do you want the... I don't know, they keep... Someone tells us one thing and then we... Well, I don't know where they're gonna... There goes a firefighter. That's a great shot right there. Where? At the VA. Okay.